What's going on, everyone? So, obviously, it's disappointing that the Lakers lost, right? But what frustrates me even more is the blown opportunity, in my opinion, which is that there is a path here in which the Lakers wouldn't have to play 4 games on the road until they got to the NBA Finals, right? Like if the Lakers would have beaten Minnesota, technically they could still beat Minnesota. I do think they win the next game. I think they get eliminated in Minnesota. If the Lakers come back and win this series, beautiful. I love it. We'll talk about it, right? It's not over until it's over. I just haven't seen from this team enough to go, they're going to come back and they're going to win 3 games. And on top of that, we've seen this like same script 2 previous years against Denver, right? Great through, 2.5, 3 quarters. And then when it matters most, we just fumble, crumble, and hand it away. Here you go. We don't want it. You take it. We're good tonight. But it sucks because if the Lakers would have won this series, they're probably playing the Warriors, which the Lakers would have home court. And then they'd probably play the Clippers or Nuggets. Like, I think that's a good chance. I mean, there's also as good, if not arguably greater of a chance of them playing OKC. But there is a version where they end up playing the Clippers or the Nuggets, and the Lakers have the Lakers are all of a sudden in the conference finals and the NBA finals and wouldn't have to relinquish home court until you play. And then depending on who you play, it's frustrating because it's just like this was the best path for the Lakers, realistically, being on this side of the bracket. I did not like the Minnesota matchup. Personally, I didn't. I would have rather have had the Warriors matchup. It was something that I talked about. Yeah, sure. I thought the Lakers could beat Minnesota. Up until game 4, I thought that they could still beat Minnesota. But again, the Chicken Little, the sky is falling. It's fallen, right? Like they did everything they could to botch this, and so this version was the best, right? Because you look at the other side, and it was just brutal, right? OKC and Memphis, I know that OKC ran through Memphis, but if Ja doesn't get hurt, is that a different series, right? 2. You look at, the Clippers and the Nuggets, that's a 7-game series that's just going to be a war, right? And both of those teams very likely can beat, in my opinion, I think the Clippers match up better, but I think either of those teams could beat OKC, right? I think that's a hard-fought series where the Lakers would have, if they would have gotten through Minnesota, you beat Minnesota, and then you play the Warriors or the Rockets. Either of those teams I think the Lakers beat, right? I mean, granted, looking at how they've performed these last few games, but I also think the Lakers don't have the disadvantages in that series like they do against Minnesota, right? Minnesota is big and physical on the inside as well as just physical, period. They are arguably, if not the most physical team in the entire postseason. I think that they are the most physical team in the entire postseason. Refs are letting them play and all that stuff. It's just, this is what you get, right? And it sucks because it's like, you could have had home court through. You had the best path to get to at least the conference finals, and you fumbled it. And you fumbled it in dominant fashion. You fumbled it in the worst way possible. And it's so frustrating. And again, yes, could technically the Lakers win 3 games and advance the next round? But even if they do, I'm not as confident in them beating the Warriors or Houston. I think it'll be the Warriors, but I'm not as confident as I would have been if this was just a normal series. Why? Because the Lakers are going to be so gassed, exhausted. Everyone's going to have to play 40 minutes a night, all their top guys, and you're going to get into this series, and I think it's just going to be, you're going to get into the next series, and you're going to be so tired, so banged up. LeBron James and Luka Doncic have to essentially do everything. It's just, I don't think that they're going to be able to just jump into that. Now, if this was just a hard-fought 7, where it's 2 games, or a game, and then you get to game 7, and it's okay, here we go, right? It's the hard-fought game, hard-fought series, but I don't, you're not going to have to exert as much. You can kind of have those moments here and there throughout the course of a game or a series or whatever, right? I don't, if the Lakers did magically pull the rabbit out of their hat, which again, I want to be clear, I don't trust this team to do so, but if they magically did, again, there is a version of this where they're so tired that they might just get ran through by a Warriors team. So even then, it sucks because just like going into this season or going into this postseason, there was a lot of optimism, right? It was a lot of like, hey, this is something that can happen. Like this could go very well, right? Like I like the matchup against Minnesota. I think that they can absolutely beat Minnesota. I think that this is something, and you look and it's like, oh well. And now I mean, Minnesota's probably going to the conference finals because I think Minnesota beats the Warriors or the Rockets, especially the Rockets. I think they run through the Rockets, but I think they beat the Warriors, especially if Julius Randle continues to play the way he's playing. Right? I think that they win that series. So Minnesota's probably going to the conference finals, especially if they beat the Lakers pretty swiftly. Right? Like I said, I think the Lakers win the next game, but after that, I think that's probably it. I think that more likely than not means that's the end. But it's just I really didn't want to play Minnesota, but I still thought that they had the chance, right? Like I think if we played Minnesota in like the second or third round, I think that series goes very different because I think the Lakers would have already went through their hurdles, went through their hiccups, did everything that they needed to get through, and then now play in what they need. It's just I think that probably is how this would have went, where now you're trying to navigate everything. Guys are trying to get in rhythm. Guys are trying to figure stuff out. You're trying to do X, Y, and Z. And then now it's not great, right? Like you're seeing the Lakers just kind of stumble over themselves. And they've had every opportunity. They easily should be up 3-1. But again, we've seen this. We've seen this exact same script. 2 separate series against Denver both times where Lakers absolutely should have been up multiple games. The Lakers should have swept Denver. But they didn't, right? But they, let go of the rope. And you look at game 3 and it's like, that's a game Lakers had. They let go of the rope. You look at this game. Again, up 10, up 7 late. Let go of the rope. Poor decision making, poor turnovers, it's just, at what point do you just go, this is who this Lakers team is and things need to change. All right, like, you gotta change stuff. You gotta fix stuff. I don't think that the Lakers are just magically going to turn that on and figure it out. I don't. I would love it if the Lakers win. Never say never. It's definitely something that is a possibility. I don't buy that the Lakers are going to do that. I don't buy that the Lakers are just going to magically figure this out. You have to show it to me. Because again, we've seen this. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel what your thoughts? Agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.